All rise for the Honorable me, Judge Learned Hand. Welcome in, citizens. Thank you for doing your civic duty by joining us here at the Now York Superior Court as jurors in the jury box. And let's see who's in the jury box tonight. We've got Sentinel, Larry Big Bird, Super Cluckin' Poop Hands, Ford Venus, the Kurt, Logan the Brogan, Gagent 47, Charlton FFS, Miscellaneous Unks are in the jury box tonight. Of course, New Dark 90, Super is live, The Baddest Eunuch, Proud Substitute Teacher, and the rest. Welcome in, jurors new and old. Tonight, we will be hearing some criminal trials, some defendants who may or may not be guilty of the crimes for which they stand accused. Of course, that will be your decision, ultimately, when you hear the evidence to decide their fate. But you won't only be deciding the fate of these defendants, you'll also be able to interact in a variety of other ways, including subscribing to the show, which you'll notice in the bottom right-hand corner of the screen. If we get just 19 more subs, we will be going to. If we get just 18 more subs, thank you, spiffy person. 17 more subs, we will go to the police precinct for an interrogation where you will be helping some hapless suspect who's being interrogated by the police, acting as their attorney. But that's not the only reason to subscribe, like Sentinel just did with the 5 gifted. Thank you. You'll also be able to accuse our town criminal of a crime. Let's have a look. Here he is, Michael Crime. Once again, he's managed to evade conviction of these charges. This was his last trial. Among others, assault and batteries, Jay moonwalking, and of course, stole the cookie from the cookie jar. He's been exonerated of all these crimes, unfortunately, which means that we're clearing his slate, and we need you to accuse him of some new crimes tonight by subscribing. We'll be checking in on his rap sheet periodically. Hopefully, we can finally get him behind bars where he undoubtedly deserves to be. And there's a variety of ways you can interact in other ways. You can check those out. If you're new here, ask someone who's been here before how it works. But with all that housekeeping out of the way, it's time now to hear our first criminal trial. So let's go ahead and bring out the defendant. Defendant, please take your place at the podium, and if you would, state your name and your occupation for the record.
Hello, Your Honor. I'm Gunther Gunhand.
Gunther Gunhand.
I'm a cowboy that was born in the wrong time.
A cowboy that was born in the wrong time. That's your vocation? You're a professional cowboy?
Yeah, I'm a cowboy.
And
I was born in the wrong time. It's nice to meet a fellow hand.
Oh, I guess, yeah, maybe it's like an Ellis Island thing where I lost the gun or something.
Maybe so.
Or you had it added in some way.
Maybe so.
Maybe we're long lost cousins.
Could be.
Well, it's a shame to meet family under such circumstances, Mr. Gunhand, because you find yourself in court today because you've been accused of a crime, and we're going to find out what that crime is now. So, chat, can you remind me, why is it that Mr. Gunther Gunhand is in my courtroom today? We're not going to be taking incest. Thank you, Super Cluckin. Of course, as we know, in Now York, incest is not a crime. It is only frowned upon.
Well, maybe if me and you...
What?
Maybe if me and you, and we happen to be related, that would be incest.
Right.
If me and you were... The bump.
Stolen hat.
Uglies.
Stolen hat. Thank you. I think it was Afro Gunsu who reminded me. Yes. Stolen hat. Now, obviously, the cowboy hat is an iconic piece of the cowboy getup, as one might call it. But, Mr. Gunhand, you've been accused of taking the hat that currently lies upon your head without paying for it.
Yeah, well, you know, I actually never wanted this hat. As I said, I was a cowboy that was born at the wrong time. I really wish I was born in, like, 1500s feudalist Europe. I wish this was more of a jester cap.
Help me understand what you're talking about, Mr. Gunhand.
I said I'm a cowboy that was born at the wrong time.
Right, I got that. You've said that a lot.
I associate myself more of, like, what happened in the Dark Ages, you know, the 1400s, 1500s, where, you know, you had your kings, your peasants, your busty barmaids.
And what is it about
dragons,
that? And what is it about that time that really...
Warlocks.
Right.
Witches.
Right.
Knights.
Right. And what is it about this time that really draws you to it, Mr. Gunhand? And before you answer that, I want to give you an opportunity to start to set up your defense by helping us take a look at this piece of visual evidence that you've submitted. I'm going to direct your attention and the attention of our jurors to this television screen here. And if you wouldn't mind, Mr. Gunhand, just explaining what this is and how it relates to your defense.
Yep. As you know, Halloween just happened.
That's right.
And I'm an honorable man. I think this speaks to kind of my character. The fact that I made sure to put out a sign that each kid could only take one cigarette. And I hope and trust that the people that I'm with and around also follow that rule. And I also wish if anyone were to not follow that rule that I could lop off their head with a long sword like they did back in the day.
Okay, it seems like your understanding of feudal Europe is informed like by Skyrim or something.
Skyrim?
Yeah, you're saying it's a video game. Are you familiar with the Elder Scrolls series?
They didn't have those back then.
What?
And they don't have those where I'm from.
Video games?
Video games.
Where are you from, Mr. Gunhand?
I'm from Minnesota.
Okay, they have video games in Minnesota, I can assure you.
Where I'm from.
Whereabouts in Minnesota do you hail?
The Big Plains.
The Big Plains. Got it.
Big Plains where the buffalo roam.
Mr. Gunhand, the reason you've been accused of stealing this hat is because...
But I wish they were like, instead of buffalo, I wish it was like stags and ghosts.
Ghosts? Is
like
that
they had
I don't think
Middle Ages.
I don't think ghosts are like a Middle Age specific. Ghosts I feel like are fairly timeless.
I think the more people that believe in them, the more they're likely to show up. And nowadays, people don't believe in no ghosts. People don't believe in no ghosts.
Because of the internet.
Back then, they did.
Grok, is this real? Photo of a ghost. No, ghosts aren't real.
I don't know what that is. We don't have that.
You don't have that. Of course you don't have that. Well, something that you do have, Mr. Gunhand, is another piece of visual evidence that we're going to be taking a look at. So once again,
right.
And in addition to this piece of visual evidence, Mr. Gunhand, we're going to be calling a witness. So I'll just signify to our bailiff we need to prepare a witness for the stand for Mr. Gunhand. Hopefully somebody who can tell us a little bit about this hat and whether or not it was stolen. But in the meantime, Mr. Gunhand, I'm once again going to direct your attention to the television screen where we'll be looking at another piece of visual evidence that you've submitted. Bailiff, are we prepared to have a look at this evidence? You said yep?
Yep.
Excellent. Now, Mr. Gunhand, what are we looking at here?
Now, this is, something that I wish we could use more of.
Now, this is not from the Middle Ages at all.
You're telling me that crossbow-looking gun thing? That's something that I saw on the television once, and I'm like, this is something that I could get behind. No more six-shooters. More of a crossbow-looking, crazy medieval torture device.
So you have TV, and you have The Simpsons, but not video games.
Of course we have TV.
I'm just trying to get a frame of reference for where you are on the sort of like technological timeline.
Yeah, I got TV.
You got cell phone?
Huh?
Do you have cell phone?
We got a house phone.
You got a house phone. Okay, so
Phone belongs in the house.
You're like somewhere in the like 90s, late 90s. If you've got, or maybe early 2000s, you've got The Simpsons.
I'm right here. I'm in 2025, Your Honor.
Okay.
But God, I wish I was in 1425.
Right. Mr. Gunhand, we've prepared a witness to speak here to testify. I'm going to ask them some questions, and then if we have time, I'll give you an opportunity to cross-examine. Bailiff, are we prepared to hear from the witness?
Yeah, Judge.
Okay, great. Witness, if you wouldn't mind, please, for the record, stating your name and if you have any relation to the witness, what that relation might be.
Hi, my name is Celebrity Photographer. I only know the witness in passing. He regularly hangs out outside, and I was doing a photo shoot with Garrison Keillor and Governor Tim Walz outside of the Mary Tyler Moore House in Minnesota, and I saw him running as fast as can be, carrying that hat.
Your name is Celebrity Photographer? Sorry, I like kind of zoned out after you said that. Your name is Celebrity Photographer?
Yes.
Is that like a stage name?
It is my name.
Okay. I see. So to get to the meat of it, if we're gonna brush past all of the...
Sometimes you're born with the name that you were made to make your profession.
I guess so. Are you speaking from experience, Mr. Gunhand? All right.
What do you think?
Celebrity photographer, I noticed at the end of your testimony there that you mentioned you saw the defendant, Mr. Gunhand, fleeing, presumably from a hat store with
You
the
said,
hat.
hey, presumably you're just inserting facts in there, Judge.
Well,
You just inserted that into the story,
Mr. Gunhand, if my summarization of the testimony
said I was running with a hat.
is wrong, then I will give Mr. Photographer an opportunity to correct the record. Mr. Photographer?
Well, at the time, Mr. Keeler was reading one of his erotic sonnets while Mr. Waltz was having a Diet Mountain Dew outside of the home. But yes, I believe I sometimes use hats in a lot of my photography. And a little known fact, there was once a famous Minnesotan musical artist that, let's say, drove people crazy. And I don't want to name drop here.
Prince.
No, actually, I never got a chance to work with Prince.
Oh.
I try to just make people think I worked with Prince.
Sonny.
Right.
Of Sonny and Cher?
No, he passed too early. But I'm sure I would have, of course. But, Your Honor.
Mr. Photographer, please, the nature of the question is whether or not you believe that the defendant, Mr. Gunhand, stole the hat that he was wearing. Did it appear that he was in a rush, that he had something to hide, perhaps?
Hide, I don't know. Rush, absolutely. But, you know, these Minnesota winters, you don't want to stay outside. Mr. Keeler can tell you that.
Right, sure.
Yeah. You have such a striking presence, Judge.
Thank you, I suppose.
Have you ever had any portraiture done? Because I do celebrities, but I also from time to time will do people who are less than celebrities, you know, to kind of pay the bills. But we can make you feel like a celebrity.
I don't know. I did one of those boardwalk caricature things one time, and they made me look like a piece of World War II propaganda, and not the good kind.
I understand. Yeah.
Mr. Photographer,
out there.
Mr. Photographer, I do want to, before we excuse you, give our defendant, Mr. Gunhand, an opportunity to cross-examine. Mr. Gunhand, do you have any questions for the witness?
Yeah, did you get any good pictures of me while I was running?
It was like a blur.
So it's kind of like you got a picture of me looking like Sasquatch.
Yeah, it's a lot like the famed Sasquatch.
If I could get a copy of that photo, I'd like to frame it.
Okay, yeah, you know, we can have you look at a number of photo options. We can build a package. Would you like a package? What do you think? Wallet-sized, 8x10?
Okay, this is not...
etched on a stone tablet.
Absolutely. Let me show you a few things I can do.
We're not turning this courtroom into Etsy, Mr. Photographer.
I've been looking
okay?
everywhere for someone to etch my likeness into a stone tablet.
We can do a stone tablet, but we can also do a nice carving. And if you see this, I can put on this filter, and the photo then looks kind of like a watercolor.
I'm liking this.
Okay. Mr. Photographer, you are excused. Do you have any other testimony you'd like to add to the record before we let you go?
You know, Christmas is right around the corner, of course, and no better time to do photos than with Celebrity Photographer. I have a booth inside of the Minnetonka Mall, inside of JCPenney's. I actually work for JCPenney's. Please go. It is commission-based. Our packages start at $310.
$310.
Yeah, but, you know, with discounts, but also, you're going to want something special. That's all I can say.
It's pretty good.
All right. Thank you, Celebrity Photographer. You are excused.
Thank you.
Mr. Gunhand, your trial is coming to a conclusion now, but I do want to, before we ask our jurors to vote as to your fate on this matter, give you an opportunity to make some closing remarks. So if there's anything you'd like to tell the jurors that they haven't already learned throughout this trial, now's your opportunity to do so.
Great. Yeah, I'd like to kind of like to show them what I got.
Excuse me?
I'd like to demonstrate what I would be capable of if I were not living in this time and living in a time of the Middle Ages. So,
Welcome, King. Hello. It is I, the Jester. I am here to entertain you. Okay, here we go. Bing bong.
Oh, man, I'm having a blast.
pretty funny. That's pretty good, actually. That's actually pretty good.
Anyway,
I actually kind of like that. Is fairly compelling. Well, Mr. Gunhand, you've used your closing remarks in an unorthodox fashion, and now it's time to find out whether that paid off. We're giving an opportunity now to our jurors to vote to decide whether or not you are guilty of the crime for which you stand accused, and once again, that crime is stealing the hat on your head. We didn't get too much testimony one way or the other on that. We pretty much just had a witness say, I saw him running with the hat. But hopefully that's enough to inform our jurors and have them come to a judicial decision.
thank you, Your Honor. I appreciate the system.
And we can go ahead and close out that poll. It feels like it's
But
fairly
if I were to change anything,
one-sided.
I would say you should just be the one that says if they're guilty or not, and you get to decide basically whose life ends and whose life stays, as they did back in the day.
Okay, yes.
And you have like a big axe.
Right. So
can
I'd be
lock
the
people.
judge, the jury, and the executioner. Right, yes. Well, Mr. Gunhand, that's not the way it works here at the Now York Superior Court. I just ask the questions, and the jury is the one who decides your fate, and they've done just that.
And ain't that a shame?
Mr. Gunhand,
The judge holds a big axe.
well, because he's the judge, the jury, and the executioner. So
not
that's-
how it worked.
Okay, this guy seems to know everything about feudalist Europe.
Seems like our bailiff is something of a history
The
buff.
executioner would famously have a cloth over his face as to not reveal his identity, and then you would be executed via guillotine.
I think you're thinking of more like revolutionary French.
When what is that? Is that not medieval Europe?
No, I think that's more like
French Revolution's after,
1700s.
yeah.
All right, everyone in the chat's mad at me.
All right. Our jurors have entered their verdict, Mr. Gunhand, and for the crime of stealing your hat, they have found you not guilty. Excuse me. Little kava coming up.
One for the road.
What's that?
Well, it's still hitting for me.
Thank you.
All right, take care, Mr. Gunhand. Chat, great work on that one. I feel like we found the correct answer to whether or not Mr. Gunhand stole his hat. And yeah, sure, let's cheer for that. I'm gonna have a sip of water. I noticed we need 5 more subs to hit our goal, and if we do, we will head on down to the police precinct where you will have an opportunity to act as an attorney for a hapless suspect being interrogated by the police about some sort of crime. Bailiff, have we had anything added to the rap sheet of good old Michael Crime yet?
Sure have.
As a reminder, folks, Michael Crime is the town criminal, and if you subscribe, you can accuse him of a crime. We'll be checking in on his rap sheet periodically throughout tonight's stream. Let's have a look at what's on there now. It seems Michael Crime has been accused so far of selling jarred air without a permit. Now, of course, selling jarred air in Now York is not only legal, but it is something of a pastime here. However, it does require a permit. He also sank Staten Island completely. The entire island has been submerged, and he was being a little scamp. And that is the corner of the computer.
Sorry, Judge, I see a bug.
Oh, there's a bug down there? I don't see
I see a
it.
bug.
I don't think I see it.
Let me focus
What's it
my
look
eyes
like?
on it.
What does it look like to you?
There's a little bug right down here. I'm trying to get eyes on it.
Okay. Someone in the chat is saying they see it. Bug with a gyat is saying
I'll
it.
start shooting at the computer.
I like bug.
Well, hang on, let me
Please don't shoot the
let
computer.
me widen my vision to see if he's flown away or something.
Okay.
Not seeing him.
Yeah.
Let me look back where I was.
Right. Okay, he's looking back. POV, you're the bailiff. And isn't this
Thanks for
interesting?
picking that up.
Well, thank you so much to everybody who subscribed and submitted a crime against Michael Crime. Please do your civic duty and give us money and then say a silly joke about what Michael Crime did so that we can finally put him behind bars. We just need 4 more to hit our goal. And when I said the good kind of World War II propaganda, of course we all know that I meant those little comics of like Bugs Bunny punching a Nazi or whatever. Not that other stuff. Not that stuff that caricature artist made me look like. So, with all of that housekeeping out of the way, I think it is time now to meet our next defendant. Let's go ahead and bring out the defendant. Defendant, please take your place at the podium, and if you wouldn't mind, state your name and your occupation for the record.
My name is Fitbit. I am an independent army person.
I'm sorry, what?
Independent army person. I am not enlisted. I am not a mercenary.
Okay, wait, I was going to say you're a mercenary, but
No.
you're saying you're not a
I am
mercenary.
independent of the mercenary system.
Okay, so you're like a one-man band.
Unhired, no goals, one man against the world.
I see. Well, thank you for your service nonetheless, Mr. Fitbit. I respect anybody who wears a uniform regardless of the legitimacy of it.
Earned valor.
Now, Mr. Fitbit, unfortunately, you find yourself today in this courtroom because you have been accused of some sort of crime. And I'm going to ask my clerks in the chat now to remind me what that crime is. Chat, does anybody remember what this guy did to get him here? Stealing picnic baskets? No, I don't think that was it. Stolen valor is the obvious one. I agree, that's a little bit too obvious. Let's see here. AI porn is just like total non sequitur, but kind of funny. We're gonna be taking, of course, though. Let's see. War crimes is so good.
Yeah, we would be so fun.
Yeah.
So
With specifics
fun.
of war crimes.
I'm gonna take this one because it's so niche and unrelated. Shave Ezra says stealing smoke detector batteries. Mr. Fitbit, you have been accused of stealing smoke detector batteries. Now, obviously, the town of New York is safe from fires because every citizen here is given by the state a functioning smoke detector. These batteries are very valuable, and it seems, Mr. Fitbit, that you were seen sneaking into somebody's home, taking their batteries, and then leaving the building. Now, of course, we don't know for sure that it was you. That's just the accusation, but it was somebody of your sort of stature and build wearing a military outfit.
Now, why would you assume that just because a man sneaks into another person's home, they're going after batteries? There are infinite reasons to sneak into a home.
So to be clear, Mr. Fitbit, you're not challenging the accusations of, I guess, home invasion or burglary, only that the nature of the home invasion of burglary was not to pillage somebody's batteries, but some other valuable item.
Are you telling me that little home sneak's illegal now? No. I'm here because I've been accused of stealing 9 volts of battery. And I don't need that, because my personality is so naturally electric.
Mr. Fitbit, I don't know that I understand the nature of your defense. You're saying that you don't actually require batteries because you're able to power your electronics via what, your personality?
It was a joke.
I see.
It was a joke.
Well, Mr. Fitbit, forgive me for not having a sense of humor when it comes to crime.
Sir, Your Honor, are you familiar with paid open mics?
Paid open mics?
That's right. You can pay a little bit of money for 5 minutes of time. And I've been getting better and better, and I thought I might debut one of my hit jokes at this trial. Sir, Your Honor.
One of your hit jokes is what? That you don't need 9-volt batteries because you got
Because my personality is so electric. Yes, Your
Gotcha.
Honor. Yeah.
And that gets a good, okay. The gallery seems to be enjoying that one, even though it's, notably, the second time you said it, and I kind of stepped on it.
Play the hits.
That's right. Hamburger, another famous classic joke. But to go back to what I was saying earlier, Your Honor, yes, I do not contest that I snuck into a man's home. I sneak into many homes every night, just to prove that they are so easily snuck. If only.
Funny.
No, that wasn't a joke.
That was good.
Bailiff, he's not doing material now, he's testifying.
But he said they're so easily snuck.
I'll raise my hand if I'm telling a joke.
Yeah.
Okay, yes, please indicate whether you're doing something from your act,
Great.
but with a hand up. That's
Absolutely.
good.
What if I'm ad-libbing? Like it's something that
You're
could
just,
go
like,
into my
riffing?
act. Yeah, if I'm riffing and it's like it could work its way
Maybe
into my
left hand for something that's like material that you've used, that you've like sort of worked on. Right hand Wait, what did I say first? Left hand?
Left hand is for tight 5, right hand is for
Is
still
for
working.
something you're kind of ad-libbing working out on stage. And
no
no
hands
hand,
is
you're
the
just
truth.
testifying. Yeah.
All right. So, I do not contest that I broke into anyone's home. I want to be a military man. And anyone can make me their military. If they feel undefended, if they feel unprotected, I can be there.
I see. And so it sounds like, Mr. Fitbit, what you're saying is that part of your military training, your independent military training, is the act of entering a fortified space as a special operative might do on a mission, trying to break into enemy territory. This is what you're saying is sort of training for your military procedures.
Enter Phi. Enter Phi.
Okay. You're raising the hand for you're just workshopping
Just
it. You're
working
just sort
on
of
that.
spitballing.
That's sort of a contextual thing.
Enter Phi being a sort of a word play off of Semper Fi.
That's right.
I don't know that
One of
one
the other
works.
branches uses
Right, sure. Not a Marine. Mr. Fitbit, you've submitted a piece of visual evidence, and I'd be remiss if we didn't get to that soon, so you can start to build your defense. So,
course.
Bailiff, are we prepared to have a look at the evidence on the television screen? Excellent. I'm going to direct your attention, Mr. Fitbit, and that of our jurors to the television screen just behind me here, if you wouldn't mind explaining what this is and how it relates to your defense.
If that smell phone ring, I hang it up, hashtag stinky. But if that onion ring, I pick it up, hashtag yummy.
Right.
What's your question?
Well, I guess just what the fuck? Like, what are you talking about?
Judge, I also want to point out neither hand was raised.
Right,
Not a
well,
joke.
right. Well, I mean, that was evidence. It would be
That's right, that's just a firmly held belief by my own self.
a misuse of the judicial system to use your evidence as an opportunity for a joke. That was clearly testimony. So again, Mr. Fitbit, do you want me to put the image back on
Yes,
screen so
could
you can
you-
help explain?
That smell phone? Yes, okay. Great.
What do you mean by smell phone?
Yeah, what is if that smell?
If that smell phone ring?
Right.
Well, people are naturally attracted to another human being's body odor, and so if someone hasn't washed in a while, they might have a smell phone.
Okay. I'll go with you there.
And so it might once repulse me and equally make me horny. That's a word I usually include in my comedy material.
Got it.
Horny.
Thank you for raising your hand to indicate as such.
But if that onion ring, so onion, deep fried, can have pride in our military.
Okay, now you're like, what, freestyling?
What? No.
Sounds like you were rhyming.
A little bit of it's rhyming, a little bit of it's just working things out. Sometimes you sort of unlock a comedy premise by just sort of throwing words together.
Mr. Fitbit, if I may try to sort of piece together your defense as I understand it,
No
you're
need.
saying that...
It's rock solid.
Right, sure, but just so maybe if our jurors aren't following, it sounds like that, what you just displayed there is sort of evidence that you're working on creative ideas so often, you're cooking up in the lab comedic premises such as smell phone, things of this nature, wordplay like that you simply don't have the time to be stealing batteries. It would be a misuse of your time. Is that a fair assessment of your defense?
That is not a fair assessment.
Well, then please
As I
correct the
said, I
record.
break into houses constantly. I
Right.
have plenty of time to do it, but I don't need to do it. Why would I want to stop people from being safe? I'm all about keeping people safe. I'm all about keeping our country safe so they can come to the Fourth Wall Cafe at 9:30 in the morning, where I'll be debuting 5 minutes of my tightest material.
Mr. Fitbit, and perhaps this is a digression from the actual matter at hand here being the crime, but I feel like you're being pulled in two different directions here. On the one hand, you seem to be working towards some sort of independent military career. On the other, it seems to be some sort of like guy who would end up on Kill Tony.
Tough for the military once you get out. It's all easy when you're in there. 3 hots and a cot. But then you're out and you're all on your own. Start me a war.
Okay. Do you want notes or like...
No, that was the set in stone material.
Right, okay, got it. So, all right. Felt a little setup heavy if I'm just,
Okay,
but look, I'm not a professional, I'm just a judge.
great.
Mr. Fitbit, in the absence of any witnesses to testify as to whether or not you actually stole these batteries, the primary testimony here and evidence for our jurors to consider is your testimony. So I want to give you some more opportunity now to tell the jurors why you simply wouldn't need these batteries or have any motivation to steal these batteries. Could you maybe speak on that?
Absolutely.
Here we go.
He's riffing.
I'm not, well, I am. If you feel like you've got yourself a guitar that has no pickup, you might need a 9-volt battery. If you feel like you want your tongue to have a fine surprise, you might need a 9-volt battery. Lick one, it's interesting. If you taste copper and it's not from a stroke, you might just have stolen a 9-volt battery. Don't think 8 volts is enough, you might just need a 9-volt battery.
Okay, Mr. Bit, I'm going to cut you off there. Mr. Fitbit, I understand. You're saying that you have no need for these things. These ideas don't apply to you. These are the use cases for somebody who is in need of a 9-volt battery, and they are not something that you find use for in your day-to-day.
There's your sign.
So tell me, Mr. Fitbit, and I would love to get a witness on the stand to maybe speak to any of this, but in the absence of one, Mr. Fitbit, I have to ask, if you aren't using 9-volt batteries in your day-to-day life, how are you filling your time? You've already said occasionally you're going to do a 9 a.m. open mic across town, paying to do so. You are in the evenings breaking into people's houses and stealing things that aren't batteries, a crime that is separate from this and not being heard right now. And there's our witness. Thank you so much, chat, for that. But that leaves a pretty wide gap during what people would consider working hours between 9 a.m. in the evening when you're breaking into homes. What are you doing all day?
Well, first let me clarify. I'm doing 9:30 a.m. sets. 9 a.m. is when house opens, and it's a tough half hour.
Sure, I can understand that. And we're actually calling 2 witnesses, just so you know. We're going to prepare 2 witnesses.
And yes, if I may clarify, I am breaking into homes, but I'm not stealing things. I'm just leaving footprints, making it known that you can be there. What am I doing during the day? Blueprints. Knowledge, reconnaissance.
I see. You're casing the homes that you're going to be entering.
No, that's in reference to my stand-up comedy.
You're blueprinting your stand-up?
That's right. I keep all of my good ideas on a blueprint.
I see. Oh, you do that thing where it's like the mind palace, where you're memorizing your jokes by being like, yes, the living room is where I do my you might be a redneck ripoff, or the kitchen is actually where I do my what was your other bit?
What's that?
You had another bit, I couldn't remember it.
About the kitchen.
Well, I'm saying it's like have you heard the concept of a memory palace?
That's right, I was inspired by my friend Benny Cumberbatch, and I did indeed take the idea of a mind palace from his work as Mr. Holmes. No shoot Sherlock. Yes, so absolutely, I plot each of the jokes in its own physical location on the blueprint.
On the blueprint.
And I'm like, this is an upper righter right here. Am I ready for a big hit? Am I ready for the big laugh? Upper righter right here. That's when I'm knocking out the big hits. Like, hey, have you ever had to get a shirt off and it's so tight? Well,
this is relatable for me.
Yeah. I guess I'm going grease shopping today.
Right, to grease up your shirt to get it off. Okay.
That one, honestly, it usually has a way longer preamble, but I'm taking your advice from her.
Okay, I think that works. I am curious what was the original setup?
Okay. So, have you ever had one too many hot dogs on the 4th of July?
Sure.
Yeah.
Oh boy, what it does to a man's body. I was a size small, now I'm a size all. So,
That's
now,
good.
No, that's not the joke. I'm still
Oh, this is still okay because there's a punchline in the setup.
Raised, so it's definitely not a joke.
This is not a joke.
Right.
In fact, my hands are lower than ever. This is, if I can convey the stern and serious nature of this setup. I am unfortunately a size all. And as such, I am forced to try to remove my shirt. And now I don't buy your average run-of-the-mill Hanes. This is not a $5 shirt. I'm not just going to cut it off my body with a pair of scissors. I have to find a way to get it off. Get it off! To get it off! That's how far low this is and how important it is! Sorry.
Right.
Oh, boy. So that's when I'm off for the Grease.
You're going to Grease shopping. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one is sort of a long walk, I will say. Maybe there's a split the difference type situation we can work on after this. But unfortunately, we can't keep talking about your material, Mr. Bit, because we've got a witness on the stand, and it's time now to hear their testimony. And thank you, Awesome Sauce, for giving us those last 2 subs to get us to our goal. But now it's time to hear from the witness. Witness, please state your name for the record, and if you have any relation to the defendant, let us know the nature of that relationship as well.
Dan Hutt. My name is Dugan Farley. I am a professional comedian. I run the best daytime morning open mic in Los Angeles area.
You are a host of an open mic.
That is right, sir. I run the daytime's morning open mics where you have to pay $35 per minute.
Per minute?
Yes, that is right, but It is worth it to have an audience of 4 drunk men.
Mr. Farley, I'm assuming that your relation then to the defendant is that you host the open mic that he attends as a participant.
That is correct, sir.
And Mr. Farley, can you maybe speak, knowing the defendant, Mr. Fitbit, as to whether or not Mr. Fitbit has ever expressed any interest in batteries, stealing batteries, any use for batteries?
Have you heard his material about licking a 9-volt battery?
Yeah, that you might need a 9-volt battery. You might be a redneck ripoff.
I did not understand the "you might be a redneck" connection until just now.
Are you serious? It's like he does the exact same thing.
Of course.
You've seen it and you didn't make the connection?
I did not until just now, sir. I apologize for that.
That's crazy.
I'm on Quaaludes every day.
Okay. Mr. Farley, you can go ahead and answer the question previously stated. Did the defendant, Mr. Fitbit, ever intimate during his sets or anything like that he has any use for 9-volt batteries or that he might be stealing them?
It is hard for me to determine the truth of anyone's spoken words in my vicinity, as they might be doing stand-up comedy, and I cannot take it at face value. It could be a setup for a misdirect.
I see. Well, accepting that, is there anything set up or otherwise that he's ever said that might indicate that he would be stealing batteries?
I do not believe so, sir, but it is hard for me to remember things these days, as my beloved comedy venue burned down last week.
And probably the Quaaludes aren't helping.
That does not help either as well, sir.
I see. Well, I'm sorry to hear that your establishment burned down. Is there any lead on how that might have happened?
No one is sure, but it was unfortunate that the smoke alarms did not go off during the incident.
Interesting. Okay, so you're saying that your establishment, regularly frequented by Mr. Fitbit, was burned to the ground recently, and because there were no fire alarms, or that the fire alarms didn't have their batteries.
That might be it. May I do some of my material now?
No.
Please?
Okay, you have 10 seconds.
I love sex. I love it. Can't do shit no more. And I'm blessed. I'm big boned. I'm hung low.
Are you scared of us, motherfuckers?
I am not afraid of you.
Okay, that's Bernie Mac.
This is my own material.
Okay, no, this is Bernie Mac. I've seen the clip.
Hit it.
There's no band. Mr. Farley, you're excused. Thank you for your testimony. We have one other witness that we need to hear from. Mr. Fitbit, I want to give you an opportunity while we prepare the next witness to respond to any of the testimony of our witness.
I don't understand why just because I pay $175 for 5 minutes of stand-up comedy twice a week. What? That's a standard price.
What do you do for money? Like, how do you...
All right.
Your job is independent military guy who seemingly has no clients. How are you paying for that?
I have a very lucrative job with an insurance collection agency.
I see. Okay, so that is what you're doing as your 9 to 5.
It's more...
You're what, like going into the bathroom and drawing your jokes on blueprint paper?
Yes, I've told everyone I have a case of extreme IBS, EIBS, and people have taken that as gospel, and I tend to spend about 6 or 7 of my working hours blueprinting.
That's insane.
Well, What do you need to collect insurance money?
I guess
proof
that's
a
true.
place burned down, you take the money, it's over.
I suppose that's probably true. Beautiful industry. Mr. Fitbit, we've got another witness on the stand now. We're going to hear some testimony from them, and then I will give you an opportunity to make closing remarks. But first, witness, if you wouldn't mind, please state your name for the record and also your relation to the defendant, should you have one.
Hello, my name is Headless Horseman. I run the second most popular 7 a.m. open mic in the greater Los Angeles area.
7 a.m.?
Yes.
That is obscene.
It's actually really good. It's where you know that the people who really want to be there are doing it.
I guess. It just feels like people are barely waking up. Like, maybe not.
You don't get it as a civilian.
Okay, civilian meaning a guy who's not a stand-up comedian?
Yes.
Or civilian meaning not a guy who's in an independent military?
Hoorah!
I am also a member of an independent military, but I was referring to not being a stand-up comedian.
I see. Well, Mr. Horseman, I appreciate you coming in to testify on behalf of Mr. Fitbit here. Can you maybe tell us a little bit about how you know the defendant and whether or not you believe that they might be guilty of the crimes for which they stand accused today?
Great guy. Always respectful of the light. Always tips extra at the paid mics. I don't think he did it.
You don't think he did it. Okay, so and any intimation by the defendant, Mr. Fitbit, at all during his time at the open mic about stealing batteries, bits about batteries, anything like that?
Oh, yeah. He has a lot of bits about batteries, and I believe he has been banned from several open mics for stealing batteries.
Okay, so that feels like a fairly robust smoking gun, if you will.
Listen, if we banned every comedian in Los Angeles who had a crime accusation with the word battery next to it, there wouldn't be a stand-up comedy scene.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Horseman. You are free to go. We appreciate your testimony. We have to move on. Mr. Fitbit, the opportunity now lies with you to make any closing remarks to sway the jury to your side. We're going to prepare a poll, and jurors, you will vote to decide whether or not you think Mr. Fitbit stole smoke detector batteries. Go ahead, Mr. Fitbit.
They're not even giving you peanuts on these flights anymore. Because one kid in 32D might have a little bit of a reaction. Me, in first class from all my insurance burned down building money, can't enjoy a nice nut? Come on. This thing's not even a nut, it's a legume. Why are you calling yourself that? Stolen valor, more like a little stolen legumer.
I wanted to laugh at that so bad, but
What?
he put his hand
He put his hand out in the middle. It's like
I thought it was going to be so funny, but he put his hand down, and I guess it was serious.
I guess he was serious about that.
Unfortunately, it was
Legumes
very
are a
serious.
real problem.
Stolen legumes are a real problem. I don't disagree with that. It's one of the larger problems. Anyhow, if I may defend myself in all sincerity, what need have I with a little bit of extra buzz? What need have I to power something with a little 9 volts when my personality is already so electric?
It's pretty good. It's good. It's wordplay. It's good.
I sort of got like the round of applause the first 2 times I said that.
Yeah. Rule of 3. Say the same joke 3 times. It's bound to hit.
That's right.
Well, Mr. Fitbit, this one's a bit of a runaway. We're going to go ahead and close out the poll. Our jurors have entered their verdict for the crime, of course, of stealing smoke detector batteries. And for that crime, they have found you guilty as charged.
Take me away.
Well, Mr. Fitbit, the only thing left to do now is sentence. So, chat, jurors, what is it that we will do to punish Mr. Fitbit for his crimes? Go ahead and suggest a punishment, and we'll find something that fits the crime. Burned alive. Thank you. Yes. Thank you, behind Brando. I'm going to take the first one I saw. Burned alive.
Oh boy, not the first time I've been roasted on stage.
Okay. Oh, that's just good old-fashioned fun. Well,
Coming to Austin. When are you coming to Austin?
I will be on Kill Tony next week.
Mr. Fitbit, take care. Enjoy the last days of your life before you are burned alive, and I hope you've learned your lesson.
I haven't.
All right, take care. Bye now. Well, folks, 2 trials down, 1 man walks free, 1 burned alive for stealing batteries. But we have 1 more trial to hear before we head on down to the police precinct, where you've unlocked an opportunity to interrogate, or I should say defend, a suspect who's being interrogated by the New York police. So we're going to do 1 more trial, then we'll go ahead and pay that off. Thank you to everybody who's subscribed so far and helped us hit our goal. We've actually passed our goal. And just as a reminder, if you subscribe tonight, not only are you helping us hit our goal, you're also earning an opportunity to accuse Michael Crime of a crime. Let's check in and see what else he's been accused of since we last checked. Bailiff, can I get a little zoom in here on the charges so I can read them? They're just so teeny tiny.
Yep.
That, of course, on the left is the suspect himself, Michael Crime. Nope.
Wait, I
Fucking bug.
Yeah,
no, I don't see
I
it.
could have sworn I saw something.
I don't think that's right.
Zoom in a little more.
I don't think that's right.
Let's get a closer look. Maybe that'll clarify.
Maybe.
Everybody hold on for a second.
Nope, I'm not seeing
That
it.
little bump thing.
I don't. That just looks like the table.
Okay.
It's just looking like the table to me, Bailiff.
All right.
There we are. There are the charges. Okay, so we also have wiping rap sheet every few weeks. Okay, that is. We really got to get that one. We really got to figure out that one. Making exceptionally dry kava bowls. Yes, that's awful. You gotta at least put some of that like garlic sauce stuff on there. Making the bad kind of propaganda. Emailing Nigerians as an American prince. That's interesting. They sort of flipped it. He Michaeled on my crimes. And of course, stole props from the 7 a.m. comedy store. Well, folks, we're gonna...
Wait a second.
There it is.
Bailiff, what are you looking for?
I see it.
You see what?
No.
No, there's nothing there.
Wait again.
It's just the table. It's always just been the table.
Okay.
It's just the table. Anyway, that was Michael Crime. Thank you so much to everybody who's subscribed so far and submitted crimes against Michael Crime. Hopefully, we will finally bring this guy to justice. And thank you, PC Kelly Gaming, for the subscription. 16 months. Wow. We've got 22 subs. We're going to head down to the police precinct for interrogations shortly, but let's do one last trial before we do, and then we'll make good on that unlockable goal. So, defendant, please take your place at the podium. Go right ahead there, and if you wouldn't mind, just state your name and your occupation for the record.
My name is P. Brazzers. I am a hospice care grief counselor.
You are a hospice care grief counselor. Mr.
Yes.
Brazzers, you find yourself... Well, first of all, thank you for the work that you do. It's invaluable. I know that there are many New Yorkers here who have elderly family, be it parents or grandparents, who need that care, can't provide it themselves, so thank you for that.
Absolutely. What I personally do is I sit down with the families when their loved ones have passed, and I counsel them on that Rainbow Bridge.
Well, that is invaluable work, Mr. Brazzers. Unfortunately, that work does not accept you from the criminal justice process, and the reason that you're here today is because you have been accused of a crime. So we're going to go ahead and consult our clerks in the chat now to find out what it is you've been accused of. Grave robbing is the one. Or wait, we already took one from behind Bravo. So it was actually, let's see, AI porn again. No, it's Divorce Master Chief has it. Thank you. It's identity theft. Yes, Mr. Brazzers, it seems that you have been taking the identities of some of your clientele, the elderly, some of the most vulnerable in our community.
I vociferously deny the claim. There is nothing that I would want to change my identity for. My identity is perfectly good. I do not see tons of free identities that I could just grab and escape my own. So yes, I plead not guilty.
Well, I hope that this is all some sort of misunderstanding, Mr. Brazzers. However, there have been some unusual internet history, I guess, activity found from your IP address. It seems that a wide variety of new Facebook pages and Instagram pages that seem tied to your clients' names have been created from your IP address. So if not for stealing their online persona identity, let's start there, Mr. Brazzers. What are you doing on your computer?
I mostly use my computer to log casework, you know, to say, like, I saw this many people whose family members have died today. I counseled X amount of people on grief. I'm really not a computer or internet guy. I'm not online. So I honestly find these accusations spurious and offensive.
Well, Mr. Brazzers, the fact remains that somebody, if not you, is using your home computer to create false social media accounts under the names of your clients. And if not you, Mr. Brazzers, then I have to ask, who do you think is doing that?
Well, Your Honor, I ask this. What motive do I have? Why would I want to change my identity?
Well, I suppose the elephant in the room, Mr. Brazzers, is that your name is a very popular porn website.
Okay. You broached it. I didn't realize at court you were judged by your name. I didn't realize that was something people do. But yes, my last name is a porn website. And yes, I elected to change my name to the porn website in order to receive lifetime supply of browser subscription, as well as tattooing it on my forehead. I'm proud of this.
Mr. Brazzers, do you know that porn is actually free?
Huh?
Porn is free, Mr. Brazzers.
Is Brazzers free now?
I think, yeah, I feel like every time I watch my free porn, there's an ad before it with some girl saying, Brazzers is free!
What now?
Y'all not seeing these?
Wait, yeah.
Only me?
No, it's free.
Chris knew what I was
No.
talking about.
No,
Chris,
no.
Chris,
red in the face.
Chris, deadly silent. I'm going off of what he said. It's free.
No, I don't think that's. I mean, yeah, it's free if you get the name change and you get the tattoo and you agree to make a certain amount of direct testimonials for the website. Then they give you free access.
Do you
Yes.
have a tattoo under that wig, Judge?
Do I have a tattoo under this wig? No, well, first of all, this isn't a wig. This is my real hair. Secondly, no, I don't have a tattoo under it. That would be incredibly painful.
Yeah, I don't regret this. I don't get weird looks from all these grieving family members who treat me like I'm a freak because I want to help them mourn the loss of their loved ones. I don't resent every day someone points at me and goes, Brazzers! And then I have to admit what the P for my first name stands for.
Mr. Brazzers, I desperately want to hear what the P for your first name stands for, but before we do that, we must first turn to the television screen behind me where you have submitted a piece of visual evidence.
Judge, I'm on the Brazzers website mobile right now. It is not free.
It's not free. I'm being told by the bailiff that the Brazzers website is not free.
$34 a month.
30?
That's
Who is
like the
paying?
discount rate?
Who is
Yeah,
paying?
so anyone who gets it for free has saved, I don't know, $17,000 by the time they're 40.
What I will say is, a price that high, part of me is like, what kind of porn they have? Like, I'm kind of
gotta
curious.
be
I'm
good.
like, it's gotta be really fucking good.
If you get the 12 month, it's only $10.16.
Okay, okay.
That's not right.
They're trying to get
That's
you
not
on
right.
the annual
Yeah,
subscription.
the annual subscription's a simple $121.99.
Oh, well, that's significantly more reasonable. For the guy who's watched every piece of free porn on the internet, this might be interesting to you. Okay, we've got two pieces of visual evidence we simply must get
Yes,
to.
thank you. I'm ready to defend myself.
And knowing about the nature of your name and your general oeuvre, Mr. Brazzers, I would ask that you please verify before I turn on this screen to show your evidence that what we're about to see is not pornographic.
It's not pornographic. I'm not even that much into porn. I just like deals, okay? I think anyone would have made the choice I have for the amount, like, of a normal amount of, like, self-pleasure that one does in one's lifetime. Getting to do it for free is even better.
You're like an extreme couponer, but for tits and dicks and ass and stuff.
It just makes sense. If I could go to the store and get discounts on food and stuff like that, I would, but we don't live in that world.
All right, let's look at the picture. Here's the first image that you submitted as part of your defense. Okay, this is one of your Google searches. Help me understand why you've submitted this as part of your defense.
If I was trying to steal an identity, I wouldn't admit to my dick being as wide as PS3.
I see. Okay, so you're saying that this is a piece of information about your personality that is simply unrelatable to any other identity.
Absolutely.
I see. Okay, well, we have a second piece of visual evidence that our bailiff is going to prepare now that maybe will work in tandem with that piece of evidence. Our bailiff is preparing that now.
Ready?
Let's have a look. Okay.
Yeah.
Probably the hospice side.
Yeah. So, what am I seeing in the background of? Well, just I guess help me understand what we're looking at in this photo.
That's a giant inflatable Big Chungus.
Right. That's, okay.
And it is how I sit with teens, Zoomers, to articulate what grief does throughout your life.
Can you maybe help me in the courtroom understand what you mean when you say grief is kind of like Big Chungus?
It's big. And sometimes it's bigger, and sometimes it's not so big, but it's always going to be big.
And it sort of looms over you.
Yes. Thank you.
Thank you, bailiff.
Of course. This is hitting crazy.
Well, Mr. B. Razzers, P. Brazzers. B. Razzers is kind of like, that's like a white boy rapper name. Mr. Brazzers, in the absence of a witness being called to speak on your behalf, I want to give you an opportunity to speak more about the accusations levied against you. Maybe talking about what you enjoy about your identity or reasons why you couldn't possibly be stealing your clients' identities, or who you think is using your computer to make all of these social media profiles from your IP address.
Well, first of all, my computer is a hot commodity. It has the only free login to browsers.com, and that in and of itself just makes it, a hot potato for someone to want to take over. So, clear motive there why someone would want to get on my computer, get me in trouble, so that my computer then can become their computer, even though they didn't change their names to P. Browser, and they didn't get the word browser.
The tattoo.
Yeah. So I think it's pretty clear why someone would be using my computer.
And
my computer has free pornography. Other computers do not.
And Mr. Brazzers, do you know of anybody, do you have a short list of folks who you think would be primary suspects for someone who might be framing you for this? Perhaps someone we could call as a witness?
Yeah, there's a rival grief counselor at the hospice center that, every year, if you console the most amount of grieving loved ones about the deaths, you get a pizza party. And we have been neck and neck all year long, and it is November 5th, and I think someone doesn't want me to have the pizza party.
Now, I'm no expert, Mr. Brazzers, but I guess as a layman, it seems to me that, and there's a witness call, so we are going to hear from your rival hospice nurse, or grief counselor. But it seems to me that incentivizing, truncating the therapeutic process would sort of work against the nature of the service. That incentivizing you to do it really, really fast is going to make it worse. Does that track?
Listen, Your Honor, sometimes big processes can be done quick. I was once in a 12-step Alcoholics Anonymous meeting, and the lead was the leader of a punk band. And he bragged that he could take new fellows through the first 4 steps of the 12 steps before the opener finished.
The first 12, so the whole program, the first 12 steps. Oh,
Your
sorry,
Honor,
the first 4. My apologies.
I think you might need to go to arithmetic class. But yeah, he bragged about that. He also had a young woman that he was in an S&M relationship sit by his knees the entire share.
No.
This is real.
Oh no, I can tell it's real.
So much like that, I am able to get people through grief very, very quickly.
Well, we're gonna hear from your rival now. Let's go ahead and take have them take a seat in the witness stand.
Do
And
you know Brazzers claims to have exclusive porn stars?
what, like talent that are signed exclusively to the website?
You're starting to
Makes
get
sense.
it. You're starting to
I
understand.
feel like,
why.
yeah, if you're doing like a paid thing, you gotta have something like that.
I'm looking at the list right now. I've seen these women around.
Well, have you seen them in like free Brazzers? Because Brazzers is like uploading.
No, you
like
wouldn't, because Brazzers isn't free, and also these women are exclusive to Brazzers.
right, but like I know that Brazzers will upload like a truncated version, like a clip of one of their things, and then it'll be like if you want to finish.
I don't think so, because
if you want to finish the video, you have to go to the website.
I don't think so. That wouldn't be very fair to the people who changed their names and then got their Brazzers tattooed. I don't think they would do that.
Super Clucking saying might not be an exclusivity contract. Well, doesn't that just sort of make the exclusive porn stars thing irrelevant then? If they're not exclusive, that's the whole point.
I don't think that's right. And
all right, let's hear from the witness. Witness, let's go ahead. State your name for the record.
Hello, my name is Cheliot Brigham, and I am indeed a co-worker of the accused.
Cheliot Brigham, I'm just going to go right out and ask, why are you wearing a gas mask?
Because people in grief tend to be pretty icky. They're deep in their feelings, they're not taking care of themselves, and so I just want to make sure to protect myself from the, bad vibes of those people.
I don't know.
Would you be consoled by this? I wouldn't be. I mean, it's true that people with grief are icky, but you have to make them act like they're not icky, and you have to convince them that, like, it's all fine. Don't be a bummer. Feel better now.
This mask is what I need to be able to give that to my clients. And anyhow, am I on trial? I don't think I am.
You're not,
Should be.
Mr. Brazzers, please. Now, Mr. Brigham, the reason you're here actually today is because your, I suppose, rival in the grief counseling space, Mr. Brazzers, is being accused of identity theft, and we're hoping that you could testify as to the veracity of those claims.
Is Mr. Brazzers his name now? I used to know him as J.O. Bangbus.
Nah, that's a joke. He's kidding.
It's not a joke. This man has changed his name on multiple occasions.
Okay, so on Halloween and also on April Fool's Days, I sometimes change it up a little bit, and it's like, I'm not P. Brazzers, I'm J.O. Bangbus, or I might be,
EJ Little Sister's Secret. Yeah, that's right.
EJ Little Sister Secret.
Crazy.
CFNM Mom's Dirty Secret.
JR Casting Couch.
JR Casting Couch.
Right.
But I'm not taking that identity.
I see. That's just
if I wanted to change my identity, wouldn't I change it to something non-pornographic? See, Cheliot over here, just because Cheliot is ace, and he thinks that makes him a better grief counselor, because he doesn't
I will never be sexually attracted to anyone who enters that room.
Just because he doesn't have porn brain and can't, can focus without having to use his special cell phone that is logged into the only free Brazzers in the world, run in the bathroom, masturbate, then come back and finish up the grief counseling session. He thinks that makes him better than me. It does not.
I want to be clear. I don't assume that everyone who is an ace is constantly running off into the bathroom to masturbate. That's just what my coworker, who at one point was named C Big Sausage Pizza, and the C did stand for chode.
And yes, the P in my name stands for penis. And yes, that was my birth name. So I had one chance, and I was like, let's just put a dot after the P.
What was your given last name, the one that's on your birth certificate?
Rogers.
Your name was Penis Rogers.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, all I'm saying is that only one of us deserves a big sausage pizza, and it's me because I'm helping the most people in grief.
I don't think so.
All right. Well, unfortunately, we simply must move on. So thank you, Cheliot Brigham. You are excused from the courtroom. Thanks for your testimony. Mr. Brazzers, I want to give you now an opportunity. Thank you, Drudge Metal, for the subscription. I want to give you now an opportunity, Mr. Brazzers, to make your closing remarks, and then our jurors in the chat will vote to decide your fate. So go ahead, and Bailiff, let's go ahead and get that poll up.
Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, I have done nothing wrong. I might have done things that have shamed my family, as my mother put it to me when I came home with this. I may have done things that make it impossible for me to go through TSA checks without getting pointed at and then brought aside, and then every TSA agent coming in and laughing for around 17 minutes. But I haven't done anything illegal. And I want you to realize that if I get taken down, you'll be next. You'll be next for living your truth.
Wow.
There's a lot of civil rights things in this country that have been unfair, but perhaps the most unfair is how people treat people who get their names changed to porn websites so they can have lifetime free subscriptions to the porn website. And I'm making a stand that it ends now. It ends today. Thank you.
Let's close the poll. Wow. I don't know if anybody was paying attention to the actual results, but that was maybe one of the most contentious jury polls that we have had. It was really going back and forth. Your testimony clearly swayed some opinions.
Hell yeah.
But Mr. Brazzers, the jury has entered their verdict for the crime of identity theft, and they have found you not guilty.
I'm gonna go beat my meat.
Well, he's changed his name.
He's allowed to do that. He's a free man. Well, folks, that'll...
I've just image searched it. The content on browsers is available on free pornography websites.
On browsers.
On browsers.
Yeah. All porn is available on browsers.
Drawl. Excuse me, all. That's my southern drawl.
I like to watch my porn on browsers.
I do that.
Call me crazy.
Watching their porn on DuckDuckGo. Who out here watching their porn on DuckDuckGo?
Folks, that'll do it for the first half of our trials tonight, but don't go anywhere because we're headed down to the police precinct where you are going to have an opportunity to act as a lawyer for a hapless suspect being interrogated by the police. That'll be right after this break, so don't go anywhere. And then after that...
Michael Crime.
Oh, we've got Michael Crime. Before we do any of that, let's check back in on Michael Crime. Of course, if you subscribe tonight, you get to accuse Michael Crime of a crime. Let's see what he's been accused of so far. We've got a couple new ones here. Changing OBS settings, I think is what that says. Can we zoom in, Bailiff?
Wait a second.
No. Oh my God!
I knew it! I knew there was a bug there.
There's a fucking bug.
Somebody get him.
Somebody get that guy.
Should get that.
All right, we're gonna try to get that during the break.
Wait,
but
I don't see it.
Let's go
Where
back
is
up
it?
to.
I don't see it.
Let's go back up to the crimes, and we'll try to work on catching that bug in the meantime. Changing OBS settings and invented the non-alcoholic triple IPA. That is criminal. That
If you
is.
didn't see it, let's show it to him.
That is. I saw it. I see
it
it.
is.
Whoa!
Wait!
What the hell?
Where'd he go?
Oh crap! We lost it. All right, folks, we're going to figure out where this bug went. In the meantime, don't go anywhere. We're going to go for a quick break, and then we'll be back with interrogations and more trials after this. Alex, roll the bumper.
Yeah, I'm moving back to Jersey after what happened last night.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. You wanna talk about that right now?
Nah.
Should we get a...
It's fine. It's
You
fine.
sure?
We can.
You sure? I want to make sure we save
No,
space.
I'm fine.
I
I'm
want to
fine.
make sure we save space for this type of discussion.
No, I don't need to. No space saved. No space saved. Some people say no safe space. I say no space saved.
Okay. All right. Listen, man. We finally got you. We're sitting you down. Grand Theft Auto. We caught you on a red light camera. And how did we know? Of course we saw the hat. Of course we saw the future glasses, the night shirt. So we think we got a pretty closed case here. But
Closed and open, then close right back again.
open, close it. Oh, peek in.
Peek in.
Make sure
There
we
it is,
got it.
still there.
Oh, yeah. And we're closing it back up. But we wanted to bring you in and give you a chance to, speak for yourself. What were you doing in that car?
All right, what was I doing in that car? Now, maybe it wasn't me. This is just around the Halloween season, so maybe someone was dressed up like me. I'd have to dress this way for work. Alchemy, big chilling. Everybody has this hat and coat. That could work. Jorking it, of course. Yeah, that's gonna get in there. Smoking a long pipe. Traveling in time, pondering your orb. What the fuck do you do?
And why Jersey?
Pretending to be Italian. Interesting.
Back where things are normal.
You went to Rutgers for 1 semester.
Go Rutgers.
Go
Okay,
Rutgers.
great. I got
James
it.
Gandolfini. He
I can explain this, officer. This is my work uniform. So while you did see someone dressed like this on that camera, there's no guarantee it was me. It might have been another employee.
All right.
Give me
Yeah,
this.
okay. That checks out, but I think I get you. When we took you in, we patted you down and we found one of those long file hook things that we know the name of because we is cops. How do you answer that? The kind that you open a door and unlock it.
I don't really understand what's...
So it's like a long
Go
piece
into
of
the
metal
wide?
that like you put it inside the mirror, or not the mirror, the window.
like what you would do with
shimmy
like
it in.
a coat hanger.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Why would I have that? You'd think if I'm a wizard, I don't need that kind of stuff. Why would I have that? My key for my apartment, work. I just keep saying it's work. Big fan of Joan Collins. Not gonna read the ones, but we all know the ones. Self-pleasure. Okay, impressing Leah. Officer, that's for impressing the ladies. I'll put it in my pocket and create the illusion that maybe I have a big, long penis.
A big, long, extremely narrow thing.
Mm-hmm.
Checks out.
get him.
Are you?
I got
Hey,
it.
are you?
It's gonna be
ready?
okay.
You just
It's
feel
gonna
it.
be
Just feels like you're not in the room with us right now.
I'm
It just
gonna.
feels like you're somewhere else.
I
It
got,
feels like
I'm here. I'm here. I don't need space saved.
Okay.
Flat penis
All
like a PS3.
All right.
Listen, I get it. Mistakes get made. Sometimes you wind up at a home with a family, and you wake up and you say, "This isn't the life I wanted," and so you decide the next day you're moving to Jersey. You might have made a mistake, but now it's time to come clean. We already have people who have ID'd you. We have witnesses. I want to get you off. I want to get you off of this so bad. Help me get you off.
What's the question?
How come you had all those fingerprints all over that car?
Okay, great. So apparently my fingerprints were all over the car. That's not good. Tough to talk your way out of that one. I also think the cop came on to me just now. I don't know if anyone flagged that. He kept saying, "I want to get you off." Giving it a massage. It's illegal to touch a car. You also flagged that. Okay. Get me off, brother. Okay, that one could be. I love touching things. Yeah, okay. That makes sense. I love touching things. So, my fingerprints are probably all over this damn town. Because I do love touching things.
I think we gotta let him go.
That's why you've been listening to so much Springsteen lately? You're just blasting the boss all the time. Is this just you returning to Jersey?
When he grew up, he didn't have a floor.
Okay.
Okay?
We've been buying sliced turkey from John's and calling it gabagool.
Yeah.
He didn't have a floor?
You didn't have a floor!
Like it just fell into the ground?
From the movie. You've seen the movie.
You made the final cut?
Trailer too.
Okay, hey. We thought you'd pull out all the stops, okay? We knew you'd do this. So we searched your house, okay? And what do we see framed up on the wall? 73 Buick Enclave, the exact car that you stole. Looks like you've been eyeing it for a while. How do you explain that? How do you explain that in your own home?
All right, that one's tough. I had a framed photo of a car, implying that it's my car. I don't know if I even need to accept that premise. Car was actually a picture. I'm a car fucker. Okay, that could work. Yeah, well, we've already been talking about it a lot, sure. For me, that's pornography. I use that, it's not unlike a pinup of a beautiful girl eating a big cheeseburger or something.
Yeah, I saw that movie. I saw that movie Titane.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What happens in this movie?
It's a sexual relationship with the car.
Yeah.
That's right.
This is normal? You guys are acting like this is normal?
You haven't seen the movie Titane?
I
It
haven't
wouldn't be
seen
normal
this
for
movie.
you then, yeah. It would probably
You
sound
guys are
crazy
into
to
cars.
I'm not into cars.
But you're saying it's like a normal thing because there's a movie made about it.
Sometimes the cars and me, it goes either way.
Yeah.
So you're saying that it just happens that he's kind of sexually attracted to the car that he stole? Wouldn't that implicate him even more? Wouldn't that implicate you even more if you're sexually attracted to this car, that you would want to be inside this car?
Would it? This is a yes or no question. No, okay. No.
Let me at him.
Come on.
Let me at him. I'm the mean cop, and I go crazy when I don't get what I want. We found a little something in your house. It was the little metal thing with the divots that you put inside the ignition to make the car go.
Mm-hmm.
We
He
know
knows
what
all
that's
about
called.
the tools.
We know what
He's
it's
our
called.
tool guy.
We're
He knows
cops.
all
Yeah.
about the different
We
tools.
found that, and then we found a matching tattoo on your lower back of that exact same thing.
Wait, you found a tattoo of the device?
The little thing with
Okay.
all the little divots.
Again, I don't think that proves anything, if I'm being honest, but let's see, what can we do? That's for breaking into homes, not cars. It's a best friend tattoo. That's a sex toy. It's a key, who cares? Hashtag stinky. Okay, I got it. That's just the thing I like.
So what's gonna happen with the kids?
Got it. Hey, they're gonna be fine. They're gonna be
Kids.
fine.
You know, I got a wife and kids in Baltimore.
Yeah.
I went out for a ride and I never came back.
I bet you did. Now listen. It's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay. I'm gonna make this okay.
Okay.
But I gotta be honest. Your breath, it stinks like motor oil. It's wafting all the way over here. I want to help you get off.
Mm-hmm.
Don't make the mistakes I made.
And what is the question?
Why does motor oil?
Okay.
Why
Does motor?
Why does motor oil?
Why does it? Why does it?
Okay. I don't think he picked up the Bruce Springsteen reference I just made. I was singing the opening, well, I was speaking the opening to Hungry Hearts, the Bruce Springsteen song. I don't think it worked. Why not? I need the nutrients. It's cultural. Why is Raven like writing desk? What? Huh? Haha, I know that one. Okay, cool. Hungry farts with this guy. Okay, that's crazy. Make a Zappa reference. Okay, cool. It's kind of like eating a dinosaur, but distilled. So it's like you can just drink and you're getting all the nutrients of a full dinosaur, but you're getting it in motor oil.
Buddy, I'm gonna tell you something. I know next to nothing about Bruce Springsteen. I just saw that trailer and I said, I found a reason to leave my family.
Yeah.
And I went for it.
The trailer was the inciting incident.
Yes!
Is anyone gonna ask like what I do for work?
Is it funny?
No. No.
I guess not.
No.
We're cops. That's about the most interesting job you have.
Well, I guess I'll head out.
Should we stop him?
Hey, little girl, is your daddy home?
Is that a Springsteen reference? I think it is. I really only know the one song. But if you haven't listened to Hungry Hearts by Bruce Springsteen yet,
I'm sorry, that is the one single Bruce
it's the only one I know. I saw a Instagram reel like 3 weeks ago that was him performing it, and I was like, wait, this is good. And so then I've been listening to that one song, and I keep saying, maybe I listen to one of the others, but I haven't gotten around to it yet. What am I doing here?
Yes, it was a Springsteen reference. And a lot of them are being like, I don't know.
Okay. Magic.
All rise for the Honorable Me, Judge Learned Hand. Welcome back, folks, if you're just joining us. I am the judge presiding over the New York Superior Court, and tonight we'll be hearing criminal trials with defendants who will be representing themselves against crimes alleged against them. You, our faithful jurors in the chat, you will decide whether or not they are guilty, and you'll also be able to interact in a variety of other ways, including calling witnesses, submitting evidence, and of course, if you subscribe to the show, first of all, you'll be helping us hit our goal. If we get 45 subs, we'll head back to the police precinct for another round of interrogation. But also, you will have an opportunity to levy some more accusations against the town criminal, Michael Crime. Oh, okay, this is the computer. This is the corner where we were trying to find if there was a bug.
I've been looking here this whole time during the whole break.
Bailiff, can we take a look at the computer screen? Here it is. He's also been accused of being white, which that one feels pretty open and shut. Bailiff, can we have, for those of us who haven't seen him yet, maybe we rated in from our good friend Big Hal Dottie. Yes, that is Michael Crime.
Sounds about white.
This is the town criminal. If you subscribe at any point during tonight's show, you will have an opportunity to submit an additional crime against Michael Crime. We'll be checking in on that sort of periodically throughout the stream, so go ahead and subscribe. If we get 20 more subs, we will head back to the police precinct for another round of interrogation where you'll help another suspect. With all that housekeeping out of the way, though, it's time now to meet our next defendant and hear the trial for the crime for which he stands accused. Defendant, take your place at the podium and please state your name for the record.
Hey, Judge, my name's Anthony Gelfond. Great to be here in New York. I'm actually from New York, home of 9/11, baby. Thanks so much for having me.
Mr. Gelfand, a native New Yorker who finds himself now in New York. Of course, obviously, our laws are a little bit different down here, but just because you may be ignorant of them...
It's real different around here. You're not called the Big Apple, and you never had the 9/11 experience, but we have.
That's true. Mr. Gelfand, what do you do for a living?
I do various jobs to keep myself afloat.
I see, sort of a jack of all trades.
That's right, I'm an old school Brooklyn hustler.
Well, Mr. Gelfand, your hustling seems to have landed you here in the courtroom today because you've been accused of a crime. Now, chat, can you remind me what it is that Mr. Gelfand is being accused of? What is the crime that he allegedly...
And I just want to point out Sadville is correct. This character is directly lifted from Deborah Messing's Instagram story.
Thank you, Gageit47, for reminding me that Mr. Gelfand is accused of selling bootleg merchandise. Yes, of course, a classic hustler trade, selling things like fake Rolex watches or counterfeit Louis Vuitton bags, an age-old practice, but one that is criminal here in New York, and I assume also New York.
That's right, but I have good news, Judge. There's some misunderstanding. All my stuff is authentic, legitimate, made by my own family. It's not any Gucci products or anything, it's our own stuff.
So let me get this straight, Mr. Gelfand. The products that you're selling are not they're not branded with any luxury brands. They're what, Gelfand originals?
Exactly. Now maybe some of the logos are like the New York Mets logo, and it says something different, or the Knicks logo, but that's parody law, and that's actually allowed in merchandising.
Fair enough, Mr. Gelfand. I suppose that if you are parodying or satirizing a famous brand, that may be protected under New York's intellectual property laws. But we did have some complaints of people purchasing bags from you, Mr. Gelfand, that were advertised as Dolce & Gabbana. Now, maybe they read it wrong or read it too quickly. Do you sell anything that might be misunderstood as a Dolce & Gabbana bag?
I do sell bags. They might look so... Actually, I have a bag right here. This might help clear things up a little bit for
okay,
you.
Great. Thank you for submitting this evidence. As a reminder, and maybe to our new jurors, you can submit images to the Everything Now Show Discord, and you might see them used on the show. Mr. Gelfand, you've submitted a piece of evidence here, and also called a witness. We'll bring the witness to the stand in just a moment.
A lot of stuff happening, huh? I'm used to that. In New York, things are always going on, moving lightning quick. We had 9/11 happen in just the morning.
Right, that was the morning.
By the afternoon, other stuff was going on.
Well, sure,
People
but
running.
I feel like people were mainly still concerned with 9/11 by the afternoon.
Some of them.
Well, Mr. Gelfand, we're going to go ahead and prepare the evidence that you've submitted here as part of your defense, although this was actually submitted by the chat. Let's go ahead and take a look at what you submitted.
My name is Big Poop. Google me. Yeah, so this is the handbag. I had already established
right,
this
you
is the
said
handbag.
that this is the bag.
Yup.
I see. And
now you're telling me that's Dolce & Gabbana? Maybe they're reading Google and thinking it says Gabbana.
I guess, yes. I guess that maybe speaks more to the mental fortitude of the person who purchased that bag.
Mental fortitude. New Yorkers got a lot of that. We get up every day. We get on that train. 9/11 happened. We do not stop.
Yeah.
Yup.
Well, Mr. Gelfand, thank you for submitting that image.
Bing bong.
I'm sorry.
Knicks are pretty good this year again.
Fuck your life.
Mr. Gelfand, we've got a witness on the stand, and I'd be remiss if we didn't hear their testimony, so I want to give them an opportunity now to speak their truth, and if we have time permitting, I'll give you an opportunity to cross-examine the witness as well. But first, Bailiff, are we prepared to hear from the witness?
Sure.
Great. Let's go ahead and meet them now. Witness, please state your name for the record.
Hi, I'm celebrity photographer.
We heard from you earlier tonight, celebrity photographer.
I didn't choose to do this.
That's fair enough. Celebrity photographer, do you have any relation to the defendant, Mr. Gelfand?
You know, when I'm in New York and I want to buy prop boots or buy great things, I go to this wonderful gentleman and he gives me a great discount. Why, just the other day I was photographing that Deborah Messing lady, and she had her hands like this and her hair like this, and I said, that should be your social media avatar. And this young man, he gave me some boots.
That's right, I sell my boots out of the mitzvah tank. You know about that?
I'm not familiar with the mitzvah tank. Maybe you can help me understand.
It's a big truck that drives around trying to do bar mitzvahs on people.
Do bar mitzvahs on people?
This is a real thing. This is a real thing, Judge. You'll be walking down the street, going about your business. A 10-year-old Jewish boy will start tugging at your pants, and he'll go, "Are you Jewish? Are you Jewish?" God help you if you say yes. Now 7 Hasidic Jewish guys are surrounding you and they want you to get bar mitzvahed right away. And you got to tell them, nah, I got other stuff going on
If
today.
you're Jewish, isn't the implication that you've already been bar mitzvahed?
Well, that's what they're checking, Judge. And if
How?
they ask.
Okay. Can't you just say, I'm bar mitzvahed?
That the first time you think you can just sort of talk your way out of it. The 4th or 5th time you start to say not interested. But then you get worried that you're saying not interested a little too strongly.
Right, yeah.
And so you kind of want to be extra gentle about how you engage in the situation.
Sure.
That's the beauty of this city. 9/11 happened here.
It's a wonderful city, and if you've seen O'Mary, another great thing about the city, you know, not a whole lot of people know this, but the events of September the 11th, 2001 happened in New York.
I think
That's
almost everybody is aware of that, Mr. Photographer.
It's a beautiful town.
Now, Mr. Photographer, we don't have a lot of time here, so I want to get right to brass tacks here. The defendant here, Mr. Gelfand, is accused of selling counterfeit merchandise, and I just want, it sounds like you're a regular customer of his. Have you experienced any counterfeit merchandise in your interactions with Mr. Gelfand?
Well, my studio is kind of in a high fashion district. You can get brands as varied as, Dolce and Gabbana. You can get, as well as other high-end luxury brands.
Could you name 3 or 4 other ones?
D&G is, of course, Dolce e Gabbana and Gabbana Dolce. And I gotta say, where my studio is, near all these other places, this young man is just making a living.
That's right, and I always say D&G is the Dolce and Gabbana of the place where 9/11 happened.
Which is New York City.
That's right.
Understood.
I
Right.
also like to say that 9/11 is the Twin Towers tragedy of New York.
It's true.
Great. Well, I think we've heard pretty much everything we need to hear from you, celebrity photographer.
I do want to get a photo package with you, Judge.
With me?
Yes.
I'm not interested.
5
I'm already bar
photos.
mitzvahed.
Okay, well, you get a bar mitzvah, you get a Christmas. Do you have a pet? Do you have a pet?
Do I have a pet?
You have cats?
I got 2 cats and a
You
dog.
got a lovely sweetheart?
Sure.
Yeah.
My wife.
Bring them all in.
No,
do
thanks.
Borat.
We'll do a photo.
Borat.
I'm
We'll
not.
get
Borat.
multiple
What do you?
sets
Why are you
of
saying
them.
Borat?
You said my wife, Judge.
Oh, okay.
Me and the fellas watching Borat in 2000 whatever when it came out, walking outside and still smelling the air.
It's got nothing to do with New York.
I was saying you still smell in the air of the post 9/11 buzz that illuminates through the city.
Got it. Okay. Well,
I
somebody
photographed Rudy Giuliani, and boy, if it doesn't say New York, what's Rudy?
You're free to go, celebrity photographer. Thank you so much for your testimony.
Thank you so much.
Okay. Well, the time has come, Mr. Gelfand, for your closing remarks. Unless you submit more visual evidence or call another witness, I think the time now is for you to go ahead and make your plea to our jurors in the jury box here as to your innocence.
I'm just a regular guy, just like you. I'm kind of the Judge Learned Hand of the place where 9/11 happened.
New York.
So relatable, easygoing. I couldn't have been selling bootleg stuff, selling boots and legs. I don't even know where you would get legs. Not since 9/11.
What?
There was a little window of time where I knew where you could get legs.
Well, chat, you heard the man. With all of that testimony in mind and the evidence that we saw, which was that one photo of that crazy fish thing, and the testimony of celebrity photographer, it's time now to decide the fate of Mr. Anthony Gelfand, who once again, as a reminder, is accused of selling, despite his case file saying selling boots and legs, is accused of selling bootleg merchandise, aka counterfeit merchandise.
I was in New York on 9/11. I was in school. I was in the 1st grade. My older sister pulled up to class and said, "Chris, we're going to our uncle's house."
Why would
I go,
she call you Chris? Your name's Anthony.
Shush, shush, shush. I go, "We're going to my uncle's house. We only go there during Christmas." She goes, "Yeah, but we're going today. And you're not going to school for the rest of the week." And I go, "Okay, best day ever, I think, actually." We get in the car. We drive up to Woodstock. We're posted up in my uncle's house in Woodstock. My sister goes, we're doing a thing this week, only Cartoon Network, because it was the only channel not talking about 9/11. I go, no school this week? I go to the place we go for Christmas and all Cartoon Network all the time? This is the best week of my life. And I said that on September 11th, 2001.
Let's close out the poll.
My sister was 16. It was an incredible act of bravery that she grabbed her 2 younger siblings and got them out of the city safely. I love her.
Mr. Gelfand, the jury has entered their verdict, and for the crime of selling bootleg merchandise, they have found you guilty as charged.
What the hell?
Yeah, sorry.
I'm so redeemable.
Yeah, I thought so too, but I guess not. All that's left now is sentencing. So, chat, what are we going to do to Mr. Gelfand to make sure that he never commits these crimes again? I'm going to take the first suggestion I see. What is the punishment? Let's see. Wear boots with the fur and apple-bottom jeans.
Okay, isn't that guy from Florida? Or no, his name is Flo Rida.
So probably.
Wonder what he thinks about 9/11. I'll ask him about it.
Yeah, go ahead and ask him that. You're going to be wearing boots with the fur and the apple-bottom jeans. It is so decreed. Farewell, Mr. Gelfand.
All right, Judge, I'll see you around. Hey, if you ever want to do 9/11, let me know.
Not interested in that. That was a horrific tragedy for our nation. Well, folks, one trial down.
There was a guy on Deborah Messing's Instagram story, and he starts the video by going, "It's Election Day, New York. Image of the Twin Towers burning shows up on the screen." He goes, "It's Election Day, New York. Image of Twin Towers burning." He goes, "In New York City, the home of 9/11.
And that was her one single Instagram story then?
No, that
The
was
home
part
of
of about
9/11.
30.
Oh, here's a featured chat message. It's Gagent47 saying, when I immigrated to France, from France, I didn't know about 9/11. All I knew was it was a big thing for America. So the first year I was in school, I wished kids on the playground happy 9/11 because I thought it was a holiday. It was the first time I got sent to the principal's office. What a charming anecdote from Gagent47. Thank you for sharing that. Well, folks, we've got some more time here. We're going to hear probably a couple more criminal trials, but don't forget, if we get just 19 more subs, we'll head back to the police precinct for another round of interrogation, and wasn't that fun? So consider subscribing to the show. Not only will you be helping us hit our goal and supporting the Everything Now show, helping us continue to make the show, you'll also be earning an opportunity to submit a crime on the rap sheet of Michael Crime. Oh, shit, the bug is back.
Oh, get it.
Oh my God, the bug! I can't get it. It's at your computer.
You got the big hammer.
Well, I'm all the way up here in the judge stand. Thank you so much, Dirk Universe, for the 5 gifted. You're helping us reach our goal. Can we see the crimes bailiff, please, instead of the bug?
I'm worried it's gonna be gone.
Don't worry about the bug. All right, we've got 2 new crimes levied against Michael Crime here from our wonderful subscribers. One said they voted for Cuomo and Adams times 2. Okay, so Michael Crime voted for Cuomo and Adams twice. I guess that's voter fraud, among other things. And then, whoa, the bug is on the computer. The bug is on the computer, folks. This is not a drill. And then also, Michael Crime campaigned for Cuomo. Seems like a real big Cuomo guy. How many subs will it cost to replace a computer when the bug causes it to be smashed? That's a great question, one that I'm not prepared to answer at this juncture. So those are the charges levied against Michael Crime. If you want to add your own crime against Michael Crime, just subscribe to the show. You'll be helping us hit our goal, and you'll be helping support the Everything Now show. Why not do it now? If you got a Prime sub, it's free. Okay, we've got all that out of the way, so it's time now to go ahead and meet our next defendant. Defendant, go ahead and take your place at the podium, and if you wouldn't mind, and thanks for the follow. It's terrific. If you haven't, or it's gorific. If you haven't followed the show, if you came in from the raid, go ahead and follow the show. Go ahead and follow the show. It's free. Why not follow? Let's meet our defendant now. Defendant, please state your name for the record.
Hello, my name is Ringo Tequila.
What a name. What a name.
Thank you, I'm an actor.
Ringo Tequila, you're an actor.
That's right, I'm soon to play the bard himself.
I see, so that's why you've come, I suppose, in costume, as sort of Shakespearean the bard. That would be Hamlet, no?
Costume, I suppose, is more just part of my personality now. I've incorporated so much of it in my method, and I take it on, and I take it on, and it's become more of me.
I see, so you're a method actor. You are, you stay in character outside of rehearsals. Is that a fair assessment?
That is a fair assessment.
I see.
yes.
Well, Mr. Tequila, unfortunately, I'm going to have to ask you to break kayfabe, as it were, because you're now finding yourself in the now York Superior Court, and you've been accused of a crime.
Well, this is not professional wrestling. This is deadly serious. And of what am I accused?
Well, we're going to find that out now. Chat, what is it that Mr. Tequila has allegedly done to wind himself up here in the now York Superior Court? Let's see. Really long monologue, shitting on the subway, singing Rent songs in Denny's with dozens of other actors holding up the service and such. Thank you, Bob Lady, or Bobby Lady. In any event, the accusation levied against you, Mr. Tequila, is singing Rent songs in a Denny's, causing I guess public nuisance would be the most general and broad way of describing the crime.
Yes. Singing Rent songs in a Denny's. Haven't we all fantasized about such things? However, I would never take that extra step into making it purposeful and practical and done in life. No. Ever since I signed on to the ultra-low budget feature film Baby Shakespeare.
I'm sorry, baby what?
The movie is called Baby Shakespeare.
It's called Baby Shakespeare.
I play Shakespeare in the new film Baby Shakespeare.
And is Shakespeare the baby, or is it like Shakespeare plays that are sort of like dumbed down so that a baby would be able to understand them?
Isn't that the question?
Yes, it is.
Well, it's about Shakespeare's baby, but does Shakespeare's baby turn him into a baby himself? These are the questions we ask in Baby Shakespeare.
Well, is he like Shakespeare Jr.? Because why would it be called Baby Shakespeare if it's about Shakespeare? Wouldn't it be called Shakespeare's Baby if it were about Shakespeare's baby?
Isn't that making you think just a little bit?
Yes. Well, I guess it's just confusing me. The syntax seems inaccurate.
Oh, Shakespeare's Baby Shakespeare. It starts, it has no ending, it flows infinitely from one to another, I understand. That's a great point.
Mr. Tequila,
Yes.
tell me about the night of the incident. It sounds like there was a raucous show, and in celebrating the close of Rent, you and your compatriots from the theater wandered into a Denny's late at night. Maybe you can take up the story from there.
And believe me, the close of Rent would be cause for a celebration. La Boheme, I understand, but Rent, a modern master fuck. That musical isn't worth the pieces of paper it's printed upon.
Speak on that. Why do you feel that way, Mr. Tequila?
I think that it is not quite good a play. I wish it would go in the trash today. That is pentameter. Ah, the bard's language.
I see. So, do I...
Iambic though it be! Up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down.
Mr. Tequila, is it fair to say that you find the language and the works of the bard to be on a higher level, a higher plane than those of the modern, I guess, entries into the theatrical, whatever.
Love labor's lost is better than rent. And that's one of the bard's lesser works.
I see. So you, I guess, then came out of this this run of Rent feeling relieved that it was over and perhaps harboring some ill will that you were even a part of it. What was the general vibe in the Denny's when you got there?
The general vibe, it feels like we had all just survived 525,600 minutes of musical.
I see. And were you alone in this perspective, or was it was the rest of the cast sort of excited and happy to have done this project?
I was both alone in the perspective and physically alone, sitting at my own table, away from the cast. So how could I have possibly sang a song with all of them if I was being ostracized by my coworkers?
Oh, so this was not a decision. You saying ostracized by your coworkers. This was not a decision that you made of your own volition. You were forced to sit at like what is, I guess, sort of like the kids' table.
They call it the booby prize, but yes.
The booby prize?
They called it the booby prize.
Why do they call it that?
Because they think I'm a piece of shit. Because they think I'm no fun. Because they think that I kept trying to insert the bard into our play.
I'm sorry, you were trying to insert Hamlet into Rent?
Not Hamlet. What? Just because I hold the skull of Yorick, everything must be Hamlet. I am playing the bard in Baby Shakespeare in all of his work.
Hamnet.
What?
What do you feel about that movie Hamnet?
Oh, well, someone in the gallery is asking how you feel about the movie Hamnet.
Hamnet, disgusting. That Paul Mescal, awful. Now Ringo Tequila, there's an actor. We're getting it now.
Holy shit, I just got it. I literally just got it. I literally just got it. That's crazy. That's crazy. Ringo Tequila, Paul Mescal. Okay. Mr. Tequila.
You were Andy Heath. Andrew Garfield.
Mr. Tequila, a witness has been called to...
I was genuinely thinking you were referring to Wuthering Heights, then I realized you meant cartoon cats. Yes, witness, sorry.
A witness, Mr. Tequila, a witness. Before we get too sidetracked, a witness has been called, and I guess the wait staff is somebody... Yes, we need to hear from somebody who worked at this Denny's who can maybe give us another perspective. Clearly we have yours, Mr. Tequila, that it was not a nuisance, that it was... How would you describe it if not a nuisance?
Well, if it were not a nuisance, I would call it a gift, I suppose.
A gift to the other diners in the Denny's.
All the other diners in the Denny's were simply going moons over my hammy, where they could be going moons over art itself.
Mr. Tequila, could you maybe give our jurors a sample of what these other patrons of Denny's heard that night so that we can maybe give an assessment of our own before we hear from this witness?
Well, the first thing they heard is this. If we shadows have offended, think but this, and all is mended. That you have but slumbered here while these visions did appear. And the rest of Puck's soliloquy. Not really a soliloquy, speaking directly to an audience. And then it went 1, 2, bang, bang, right into the full Rent soundtrack.
You just did it front to back?
Yes!
Wow. Really bold.
April 20th, sorta something, New York City. We know the song.
Sounds like you were kind of checked out from the songs. Sounds like you still had the bard on the mind.
I've had the bard on the mind the entirety of this paycheck-paying run. Now it's time to listen to whom is obviously an employee of Denny's.
Yes, let's go ahead and speak to them now. And if you wouldn't mind, Mr. Tequila, take like one step back so you're better, like more under the mic.
Fine.
Perfect. That's great.
Am I not projecting?
That's too much. That's a little too much. Split the difference. Split the difference. Nope. You're way too far back.
How do you mean?
You're just. What do you mean? There's only one way to understand that. There you go. Perfect. You're in the sweet spot now, Mr. Tequila. But now let's go ahead and hear from our witness. Witness, please state your name, and I think we understand your relation to the defendant. You are a Denny's worker.
Yeah, I'm John Campari. I work at Denny's.
Yeah. Yep. I'm seeing the pattern. Mr. Campari, you work at the Denny's. I assume you were working the shift that the incident that is sort of the subject of our trial here took place. Is that right?
Yeah.
And Mr. Campari, can you maybe walk us through your experience from your perspective of the events that took place?
Well, during this time, him and his company were in, there was a gentleman that was not related to them that ordered 17 orders of moons over my hammy.
One gentleman ordered 17 moons over my hammy?
Yeah, so we're kind of busy in the kitchen with that type of stuff. Sorry, I should look a little bit more professional.
Moons over my hammy. Not a Monte Cristo. Not fans of Dumas. Denny's, low culture.
Mr. Campari, please continue with what happened that night. Specifically, we're trying to assess whether or not a public nuisance occurred when Mr. Tequila and his band of merry men, as it were, entered the premises.
Well, we ran out of ham. And so I asked if anybody had any ham. And this gentleman stood up and said, "I am a ham." And proceeded to monologue.
And
For I was a ham that night. Overacting, though I must, to bring to life the words of Mr. Larson.
Mr. Tequila, can we maybe get a sampling of the monologue that you did that Mr. Campari is describing here?
Sure. A little monologue, an original piece. Neither the Bard's nor Larson's. 'Twas my own. 2 a.m. What time we meet again? Sometimes 'tis my pillow I'm touching at this hour, but tonight it's something far more sour.
He's spitting, Joe.
It is Denny. Foe. No friend I know. But Denny. Land of coffee, black as cauldrons, crispy, yummy, nunny. It's Denny. End of part 1.
Part 1.
Yes.
Okay, well, I guess that's courteous of you to let the listener know that they're kind of in for a long haul. Well, before we go too much further down the road of your monologue, Mr. Tequila, I have other questions for Mr. Campari on the witness stand.
I'm
You
tearing
good?
up from... It always makes me cry hearing that monologue.
You were moved by that monologue?
I was.
Was there a particular part of it that moved you to tears?
When he mentioned 2 a.m., it's very relatable to me.
Right, because that's when you work?
Yeah.
Got it. Okay. Well, Mr. Campari, is there anything else you'd like to add to the record? We're kind of pressed for time here.
We never did finish those orders. And I went down with the ship that night.
What do you mean?
I lit the Denny's on fire.
You burned down the Denny's? Okay, well, you probably should not be saying that under oath.
Am I on trial?
No, but you're testifying. You're under oath.
I love Under Oath. Great band. You know they're Christian?
No, I've never heard of that band.
Under Oath? The
No.
Screamo band?
I've not heard of them.
You ever been to Warp Tour, Judge?
Can't say that I have.
Man, Warp Tour 08.
04 was my year. Andrew WK played at 1 in the afternoon. Rancid played 6 songs and they were the headliner. And their songs were 1.5 minutes long.
That
Rise
sounds
Against,
awesome.
Coheed and Cambria, Circus Survive. It was a hell of a year. And my mom, she was there too.
Mr. Campari, you are excused. Thank you for your testimony.
Okay.
All right, take care. We're going to try to wrap this up and maybe fit in one tiny last trial after this. So I want to give you an opportunity, Mr. Tequila, to make your closing remarks while our jurors decide your fate. Bailiff, if we can prepare the poll for Mr. Tequila. Bailiff?
What's up? You doing something?
Yeah, we're doing a trial,
Nah.
and I just need a poll for whether or not Mr. Tequila is guilty.
And who's this guy?
He's Ringo Tequila. He's being accused of creating a public nuisance in a Denny's.
And what's he accused of?
I literally just said it. I literally just said that in the previous sentence.
All right.
Mr. Tequila, I assume you're going to give your closing remarks in the form of a monologue.
You assume wrong. I am merely going to continue the monologue I said that night. I'll keep it brief, though. I understand we are running out of time. Part 2. Menu page 1. Appetizers. Appetizers? I wouldn't want them inside her. Me, my body, corporeally. Everything deep fried, everything. No pride in their work. Have they not seen The Bear?
Is this like a
Modern
slam poem?
Shakespeare. That is there. Thank you. Thank you.
So close. It's so shockingly close.
Well, what would I be guilty of? Methinks I am an innocent man. Tonight I will go home and watch Superman.
Nice, good save. Well, we've the poll said, is Ringo Tequila guilty of that stuff? And the jurors have entered their verdict. We can close it out entirely. They've entered their verdict, Mr. Tequila, and they have found you, sure, guilty. Mr. Tequila, you've been convicted of the crime of public nuisance inside the Denny's, and now all that matters is your sentencing. So,
To sleep no more.
I sleep to say we end the heartache and the 1,000 natural shocks that flesh is heir to. 'Tis a consummation devoutly to be wished.
okay, we have two options here. Either take the skull away or take up arms against a sea of cum.
What?
I don't know. It's Atreides Nuts suggested he must take up arms against a sea of cum.
And by opposing rear end him. A little Shakespeare joke.
All right, we're doing the sea of cum. I don't even really know what that means, but we're doing it. It's decreed.
Goodbye.
Farewell, Mr. Tequila. Well, we've got so little time. But we're going to try to sneak in one final trial here. Thank you to everybody who's watched the show so far tonight and supported us in all the various ways that you can. With all that out of the way now, let's check in on Michael Crime one last time. Anything new?
Yeah, one.
We got one new one here from Michael Crime. Uh-oh, the bug is right on his head. Set the street lights on during the day. Yes, that's a horrible waste of energy. And do we want to check in on the bug? Bug's on his head, it looked like. Yep, right in the middle of his forehead. Gross. All right, let's go ahead and meet our final defendant of the night. Defendant, please state your name for the record. Oh, sorry, that's the witness stand. Defendant.
Hi, it's me again.
Oh my God.
Celebrity photographer.
Celebrity photographer. You've been called as a witness twice so far tonight, and now you find yourself a defendant.
What can I say? I didn't choose it.
I guess not. No, nor does anybody find themselves who finds themselves as a defendant in a criminal investigation. However, here you are. So let's find out why you're here, celebrity photographer. Chat, what did celebrity photographer voyeurism? Oh wait, we already took one from Gagent. Let's see. Toe suck. Yeah, fine. Let's take that. This is only going to be a 3-minute trial. Toe suck is the crime. Celebrity photographer, I take it that you meet a lot of celebrities in your line of work, and you have them in fairly compromising positions and situations, poses as it were. But this one celebrity who has requested to remain anonymous has accused you of sucking on them toes.
Well, I'm going to rudely divulge their anonymity because they are dead. And yes, I did photograph Dick Cheney.
And you sucked on his little piggies?
He was dead.
I see. So your defense is that you did, in fact, suck on Dick Cheney's toes, but he was dead at the time.
Uh-huh.
Okay. And was the photo shoot supposed to be like a post-mortem, like some sort of like an autopsy photo situation? Or what was the nature of the photo shoot?
He died at my studio getting a portraiture done for the holidays.
I see. So he died while he was at your studio. Can you tell us a little bit about the premise of the shoot?
Yeah, it was happy holidays from the Cheney family. We don't have any repercussions. And they were picking the background in because we have like 4 backgrounds. One's a Christmas tree. One's kind of like a hearth.
I don't know. I've already established I'm Jewish.
Fireplace.
I guess that's not a Christian thing. It's a
Heath.
part of the house.
Hearth. Anyway.
Hearth. Sorry.
Turns out he was dead.
Turns out he was dead.
Yeah.
What do you mean by that? Turns out he was dead. Like he showed up dead?
I was thinking this guy is great at posing. He is holding this pose for such a long period of time. And then it turned out he
rigor mortis had set in.
Rigor mortis had set in. Yeah.
I see. Okay.
He had frozen to the hearth.
And you
Have you ever taken photos of him?
Him?
Rigor mortis from Honey, I Shrunk the Kids?
Oh, no, I thought you meant the band him. But no, I love rigor mortis.
If you're thinking of Rick Moranis.
Oh. Apologies, Judge.
And I mean, listen, I'd love to go, I get this over with. I have a 3 o'clock today with Judd Hirsch at the Hearth, so.
No way!
Yeah.
From Taxi?
From Taxi.
Oh, man.
Yeah, and Studio 60 on the Sunset Strip.
Listen, celebrity photographer, let's just get down to it. Did you do this shit? Did you suck this dude's toes?
Yeah, but he was dead.
That's our show, folks.
Hey.
Thanks for watching. If you joined from the raid or hopping in for the first time, drop us a follow, please. We do this show all the damn time, Monday through Thursday and also Saturday. So come back tomorrow. We'll do a whole other show.
Although tomorrow is a different thing.
Tomorrow is a special stream. We will be streaming our favorite video game, BitLife. Yes, we fans of the show saw us play it last Friday, and we liked it so much we're gonna play it again. It has nothing to do with the fact that we accidentally played the wrong game. It's just we love the game so much we're doing it again.
It was not because, and I don't know if you noticed that the game was not called BitLife, the one we were playing.
Yep.
It's because of a different thing.
Yep, we didn't spend an hour and a half of our lives playing a clone of the video game we were paid to play. We're just playing it again because we love it so dang much.
Yeah,
so
we're really good at sponsored content. We don't mess that stuff
So
up.
join us tomorrow afternoon at 1 p.m. for another BitLife stream. That's happening tomorrow afternoon. But typically we do interactive improv comedy here, so if you like tonight's show, come on back Saturday. There'll be another Everything Now show that's much more like this happening then. And while you're joining stuff, why not join the Everything Now show Patreon? It's free to join. We post free content on the Patreon pretty regularly, but for $7 a month, you'll get a podcast every week. For $10, you get a video version of that podcast. And for $90 a month, you'll get all of that stuff. You also get a free piece of merch every time we drop one. And you get a shout out at the end of every Everything Now show, including this one. So thank you to our hot dog standees, Creative Steve, Sentinel, New Dark 90, Rewardian, Awesome Sauce, Afterbirth, and Boots Rain Gear. Y'all are keeping the lights on here at the Everything Now show. Thank you so much. Consider joining the Patreon at any level. It really supports the show. ! Patreon in the chat will get you a link to that. Is there anything else we need to talk about?
Oh, let's get them guests out.
Let's get them guests out. It's Jake and Drew. Come on out, fellas.
Yeah, wearing the clothing they walked in with.
Yep.
Finally back in my civvies.
That's right.
That's right, fellas.
Thank you both for doing the show again. We got your Instagram handles there, but if there's anything else you'd like to plug or promote, let the folks know.
Tell them.
We have a monthly show.
Yeah.
If you're in LA on the 15th, come see Cardinal Redbird at WGIS.
It's a real fun show every month. It is as silly as we can get.
If you like your comedy silly, this is the place to be.
Listen, if you like goofs and laughs, you're gonna love this show.
You're gonna eat that shit up.
I'm in a Zaxby's commercial.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Keep an eye out for that.
Yeah.
Did you got a free TV from a commercial recently?
That was a farmer's insurance commercial.
Yeah, you can
Nice.
catch Jake on a lot of commercials.
Must be nice.
Be nice.
I don't know what streaming is, Creative Steve 69, and me so tired. I don't want to plug more stuff.
Okay. Well, I'll just say you can check out DSP, Drew Spears Productions, and
What is that even?
that's your company. That's the thing you're the owner
Trying to
of.
offload it. If
Has
anyone
your
wants to
namesake. If anyone wants to buy it, and shelve it, you can hit up Drew.
buy. A hell of a run.
Hell of a run. And if anyone wants to buy and shelve our show, we are very for sale. So
Please
if there's
buy
any
us
interest
out.
in that.
But in the meantime, enjoy reruns on the Everything Now.
Enjoy
Hangouts.
reruns. Also, if anyone here lives in Austin, Yikes is doing Out of Bounds this weekend.
Shit, yeah.
There'll be a show tomorrow. I have to get over there. And then there will be a show on Saturday as well. So if you're in Austin, check out the Out of Bounds calendar.
Please ask Torchies why they won't open in LA.
And then ask Torchies why they won't open in LA.
And, you know, you'll see Chris hanging around Mothership with, what's that guy's name? Nick Fuente?
Yeah.
Don't
he's
pretend
a-
like you don't know who
Okay.
Nick
Yeah.
Well,
Fuente
I mean,
is.
Chris is always texting me his videos.
Go
so.
see Chris in Austin and see us tomorrow when we play this stupid fucking video game again.